talk about a startup which uses cutting-edge technology and innovation, but has no intentions of making a profit ever. In fact, it doesn't even charge a penny from its clients. We're talking about Epic Foundation, a startup that facilitates charity contributions from big corporates to entrepreneurs who are watching us, to individuals as well. And it enables the tracking of those contributions too. Now, we caught up with Alexandre, founder and CEO of Epic Foundation. Take a look at this conversation.
We use tools, we think differently, design thinking, open innovation, but for once is not just to make more profit, is to have an impact on people. And mostly at Epic, we want to impact just kids around the world and also for sure in India. So we use the same mindset and we're trying to adapt this mindset to this non-for-profit world.
All right, but what was it like going from running startups that sold for such good valuations to BlackBerry and Publicis and letting go of all that money and doing a startup which is not meant for creating more money? What was the change in thinking like?
For when I was younger, I was already just in the mind to do good. But I realized when I was 17 that without resources, it would be very hard to impact people. So I said, let's make money first. Let's get the resources, and when I will have enough, I will be able to switch. So it was a very easy transition. For sure, I'm not just making just the same amount of money, but it's way more meaningful.
You've done work across Europe, and you're based out of America right now. Talk to us about CSR versus impact investing in the Indian context.
Yeah. So first, you should be proud of what you have here. The 2%, the CSR, this new legislation is a good one. So for sure, you can always criticize because nothing is perfect, but it's the only country around the world that has been forced anyone to do it. And personally, even if I'm an entrepreneur, if I've been very successful, I do believe that the corporate world should do more.
But do you think there's a cause for entrepreneurs here to get into impact investing? How is it possible to balance, one is to create a social impact, and at the same time, it's an impact investing. It's a business, so which means that there needs to be returns as well. Do you think in India, impact investing has a chance at this point in time?
Yeah, I think everywhere impact investing has the chance. I will say I prefer when people give money away and when they don't have to wait something back. But still, some people, they need this. They want to give, but they also want to have 3%, 5% per year, so they feel this. So it's a different world. But that's in your question. For so many people, they will say, oh, that's maybe for me. And whatever we can find that can pull in more and more and more people is a good thing. So yes, in India you will see this. It will work. You need to have new organizations who can do this, and some are just starting now to just do only specifically impact investing.
How do you view the Indian startup ecosystem? It's nothing but boomed over the last couple of years, and now you're the government doing its bit in the form of Startup India, Stand Up India. How do you see the Indian startup ecosystem evolving, and where do you think the future lies? And more importantly, would you like to engage with it over here, invest in a few startups over here?
Yeah, so first, I love India, and I love India for so many years. So for me is finally so many people around the world understand that you don't only have engineers here that we need to poach and you need to bring just in Europe or in the US. You have also amazing entrepreneurs. People who can run businesses here, be very successful here, but also bring this, and many of them, and bring them in Europe, bring them in Asia, or bring them in the US. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. You have people who can think about the business plan, work on the growth and the vision, and implement everything against this vision. So yes, I'm a fan of your country. I'm a fan of those of startups, and for sure, engaging with them is part of a plan.